$31,300. That is the new benchmark number for all aspiring car owners who want to enter the world of Mercedes-Benz crossover ownership. In the never-ending arms race between luxury automobile manufacturers, more models, especially lower-priced entry-level ones, means more sales. Well, here it is, the 2015 GLA, now the fifth utility vehicle to be added to the Mercedes-Benz family. But not happy with just another subcompact crossover, Mercedes, of course, had to give it the full AMG treatment. The GLA is by far the smallest utility vehicle in the Mercedes lineup. At around 174 inches long, it's roughly the same size as the Hyundai Tucson. Aerodynamics played a big role in the development of the GLA as Mercedes wanted it to be as efficient as possible, so special attention was paid to things like the rear diffuser, the underbody tray, the lip spoiler in the back, and basically the entire front end. Calling this a crossover is actually a bit of a stretch because unlike the GLA 250, the 45 AMG is officially classified as a car in the US. Now that's because the bumpers front and rear are set too low for this to be called a truck. And that means another item is missing, which is the rear privacy glass that the GLA 250 does come with. Like the CLA sedan that this is based on, there is a choice of two 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engines in either mild or wild power. This being the 45 AMG, we have the more powerful of the two engines. Pumping out 26.1 psi of boost pressure, this engine makes 355 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. Now that's a lot of power for a little 2-liter engine. The only gearbox available is Mercedes' 7-speed dual-clutch transmission that in this vehicle is referred to as the Speed Shift DCT. So what does this whole drivetrain add up to? Well, in this 3,400 pound vehicle, Mercedes claims it could do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 4.8 seconds, and it feels fully capable of that. Like I found in the CLA 45 AMG, the transmission is a little slow to react off the line and becomes a little jerky at lower speeds. Now, once it's underway, it does provide very quick shifts, as any good dual clutch should. Technically, the GLA is an all-wheel drive vehicle, and the 45 AMG comes with the Performance 4MATIC system. However, the vehicle is a front-wheel drive car only until some slippage is detected, and then it will only send 50% of the power to the rear wheels. On dry pavement, it's nearly impossible to get the system to send any power to the rear wheels unless you really push it in a corner. The engine is quick to build boost, only hampered by the slow reacting 7-speed DCT, and when on power, makes a loud aggressive sound. It may not be the best sound in the world, but it is loud and lets you know that this car means business. And yet, despite all this performance and modest weight, the GLA 45 AMG is pretty efficient, measuring in at 23 miles per gallon in the city and 29 miles per gallon on the highway. To try to separate the GLA from non-luxury crossovers, Mercedes has taken strides to make it quiet inside with thicker door seals and thicker glass. Now, the engine I've already said is pretty loud, but I'm finding it's not all that quiet inside, but it could be the bad roads around Vermont. Unlike regular 250s, the 45 AMG has a 3-mode stability control system. Now what that means is in between on and off, there's a sport setting that allows the car to hang the tail out a bit and slide around corners more. Now again, in the roads around Vermont here, I haven't really been able to get it to kick in, and it never once stopped me from having fun. As should be expected, even from a baby Mercedes crossover, all the usual luxury appointments are found inside, and optional things like leather seats, leather on the dash, matte wood, carbon fiber, galvanized aluminum are all available in the GLA, 250, and AMG. The Recaro front seats found in this AMG model are highly supportive, and I really like them, but they may not fit all body types. This is a small vehicle, but there's still 34 inches of rear legroom, and adult-sized passengers can fit back there as long as the optional panoramic sunroof is not included in the vehicle. There's also a surprisingly usable amount of space in the tiny little trunk. Mercedes is offering people a cheaper way to get into the Benz crossover family with the new GLA. Now, that means for a lot of customers, this will be their very first taste of a Mercedes-Benz product. Likewise, the 45 AMG is the cheapest way into an AMG utility vehicle, priced at just over $49,000 after destination charges, which is half the price of the next cheapest AMG crossover, the ML63. Safe to say, like the CLA sedan, Mercedes will probably sell a ton of these new GLA crossovers, further upping the stakes in the never-ending luxury car arms race.